All right, so um, I had this idea of like kind of debating with the Warriors fan, sitting down talking, cool. And I talked to this guy last night. I'm not gonna give any names, but I mean, he seemed really cool, really did. I mean, he brought up a lot of valid points, and then we were supposed to do the interview today, and I just got done with it about an hour ago. And I looked at this guy's page, and everything he said on the video contradicted what he was saying on his comments with his friends, whatever they are. Um, so I can't use that because I mean anybody can look it up and look him up on there because I'm going to tag him in the video and see that But it goes to the narrative that he said that Cavs fans are delusional. I can understand that to a certain extent, but delusional of what exactly? Are we delusional to the fact that we think we can beat this team? Are we delusional to the fact that um, you know, LeBron is going to have to have his best 4 games out of the next 5 to win the series. I think so. I mean, that's not being delusional. I mean, he has to step up. So does Kyrie, Tristan Thompson, everybody else. Um, but what really just pissed me off was that this guy is a Warriors fan, as the Dub Nation. They don't recognize the fact that they would not even be remotely in the same situation if they didn't have Kevin Durant. I believe it's a weak move. I think I speak for a lot of Cavs fans when I say that. Mentally weak. I mean, he had a 3-1 lead against the Warriors with you know um, the Thunder, and he squandered that lead. And then instead of coming back and be like, you know what, I'm gonna get these guys again. No, he didn't. Instead of jumping, you know, to another team, Boston, Washington, he decided to go and join the Warriors, which that is the ultimate, I'm sorry, weak move. Probably all time in the NBA. So to me, that makes me think that the Warriors fans are, you know, delusional to me. Delusional the fact that they know that they had to add Kevin Durant to even beat this Cavs team. Go back to the first time we played them. Kyrie and Kevin Love were out. I fully believe in my heart that if they played, we would have won. Last year came down from a 3-1 deficit. I mean, it's not luck when you do that. Luck is throwing a half court shot off the backboard to win the game. I mean, that's luck. You don't go back to Golden State twice to beat them to win the championship. So I just want Warriors fans are delusional. I don't know how we can even call them fans. I mean, they were terrible up until 3 years ago. Um, I appreciate the greatness of them because they are a great team. But it's just in the back of my mind that they had to have added Kevin Durant to even be in this situation. I personally believe if Kawhi Leonard did not get injured by Zaza Pachulia, I think they would have lost to the Spurs ultimately. They had a 25-point lead in the third quarter, and at home. But it goes to the narrative that I don't know how they can sit here and call Cavs fans delusional when they themselves are the most hated fan base in the NBA, the most bandwagon fan base in the NBA. Half of their fans don't even live in California. You watch Jimmy Kimmel, and they do the fan interviews, and these guys don't even know who's on their team. It's easy to sit there and say, "Oh, I'm a big Steph fan. I'm a big Kevin Durant fan." I'm a Kevin Durant fan of the way he plays. I don't like what he did. I mean, but I can appreciate his greatness. The dude's 7 foot tall, and he can move around as good as anyone. Steph Curry, I hate him. I will always hate him. Does that take away from his greatness? Absolutely not. The dude's a great shooter. He's cocky. I mean, he's got to be cocky. I mean, he's 6'3". To the NBA, that's undersized. But if you're going to be cocky, when you want to double dribble, and for people who don't think that's a double dribble, watch the damn tape. That is a double dribble. All right, he went to pull up for a shot. That's why LeBron left his feet. But that's neither here nor there because obviously it's over and done. But after you hit that layup, you want to jump around and act like an asshole. Turn to your right. LeBron is right there. Talk shit. But no, you don't do that. But I don't know how anybody can sit here and say that the Cavs fans are delusional. I mean, seriously. We have the best player in the world, and that goes against what Paul Pierce said, that this is Kevin Durant's league. No, absolutely not. Because you know why? When he was with the Warriors, it wasn't Kevin Durant's league. We're with the Thunder. I'm sorry. But, you got three other All-Stars on that team. Of course he's going to get more open shots. We defended the three-point line. Game one, we got torched in the paint. Last game, we defended the paint. We got torched from the outside. That just goes to show that they have the playmakers to win. But you can't sit there and tell me that this would even be a conversation if Kevin Durant was on the Warriors, because it's not. LeBron is the best player in the world for right now. I agree with what Colin Cowherd said the other day. He is slowly removing himself from the picture. I mean, he's been a talking point for the last decade. I mean, there's going to be guys that are going to overtake him. In game two, he looked gassed. I mean, I have no excuse for why he was tired, but I mean, we're not playing. Anybody knows running up and down the basketball court how many times, and as much as he was driving to the hole, yeah, that's going to tire you out. I don't care what kind of physical shape you're in. I mean, he has more minutes than Bird and Magic combined, from what I've read. That's insane. But Warriors fans, you are the ones that are delusional. I'm sorry to say it. You can't call yourselves real fans. That's just the way it is. Okay, because you know that you had to add Kevin Durant to even beat this team. And to me, this ring is flawed. And if you got something to say, then say it. But it's flawed. You needed Kevin Durant. I mean, it's the greatest team ever assembled. So to call Cleveland delusional, that's not really. Kyrie Irving was already in Cleveland. Okay, LeBron James had a history with Cleveland, so him coming back really meant more than just we're developing a super team. Um, Kevin Love, I would still make that trade all day with Minnesota for Andrew Wiggins. But I mean, you guys had to develop what is called the greatest team of all time just to even beat this team. Don't even tell me you got this team to beat the Spurs or you got this team to beat the Thunder. I mean, and for Kevin Durant, dude, that is a weak ass move. I'm not afraid to say it. Nobody else is afraid to say it. Does that take away from your greatness? Hell no. But it gives you a little bit easier, more room to shoot, more room to drive, because we got to worry about all the players on the outside. Draymond, Clay, Steph. I mean, it's a Western Conference All-Star team. Okay, so and for that, Kyrie Irving, you need to step up. You need to bring that heat. LeBron, keep doing what you're doing. Kevin Love, repeat the last game. If you guys are anybody's going to Game 3, be loud. Seriously, this is a must-win game. Because frankly, if we go down 3-0, there's no way we're coming back. And I hate being honest, but that is the exact damn truth. But for the notion, like I said, that we're delusional, we're not delusional. We're not. Don't let anybody tell you we're delusional because they wouldn't be talking this shit if they weren't up 2-0. If they didn't have to add Kevin Durant, it'll always be an asterisk right next. If they win the title, it would say 2017 NBA champions, Golden State Warriors. With a little asterisk right underneath it, it says because Kevin Durant is weak-minded asshole who had to jump from Oklahoma City to Golden State. There, I said it. For people who want to compare this to LeBron, it's not the same as LeBron. LeBron left, and they formed a team. Okay, and are we really going to sit here and say that Miami Heat team would beat this team? Hell to the no, because they wouldn't. I'm sorry, but and besides, Miami didn't have that team already there and then beat them, and LeBron jumped shit. Kind of like LeBron going to college for some odd reason. But I mean, seriously, the Warriors fans. They're fans. Bandwagons. That's one thing. I hate bandwagon fans. And Cleveland's got some bandwagon fans too. I'm a diehard Browns fan, diehard Indians fan. I will watch the Browns till the day I die. And they will probably lose for most of that time. But I'm still a fan. Like, if you were born and raised in Cleveland, you like sports, you like the Cavs, you like the Indians, but for some reason you root for the Steelers because the Browns suck, then it is what it is. Now, there's some stipulations like, oh, well, your family is from Pennsylvania, or your family was from Detroit and you like the Lions, or my brother loves the Eagles because when he was a kid he liked the color of the team. But he's starting to convert to more of a Browns fan, and he's a kid. But the point I'm trying to make is, if you don't like the Browns because they lose, but you like everybody else in Cleveland because they win, then shame on you. That's delusional to me. But anywho, Game 3 is tomorrow night, 9 o'clock in Cleveland. If you're going to go, bring the noise. You have to. I'm looking to see Kyrie step up, LeBron keep doing his thing. Tristan Thompson, you need to get those rebounds and lock down defensively on these fuckers. Excuse my language, but I'm just getting very irritated. Like I said, go Cavs, and Warriors fans, all of you suck.